Hello everyone. Good evening, good night. Um, Thank you for coming in. Today we're gonna cover Lit Astronomy Club. This is the old Team Ambition Astro in the ZGG Galaxy group league. This is an E4 cap, and this is versus ET New Moon. The drafts are going, so I'm gonna update here as I'm going with some updates. Hold on, draft. Yo, why? Okay, let's try again. Draft link. Okay, it's load. It's slowly, but it's loading. Okay. Um, it's way too slow, the draft, but I'll try to get it again. But so basically we got here looks like a few things didn't upload. So basically we have is Benzar, Silas, Malphite, and Viego from the side of New Moon, which is on the red side. And we got Renekton and Tarek bands from the blue side for Lit Astronomy. Now, we see the Kaisa was confirmed first pick, Ash and Nautilus being the return selection for New Moon. Really interesting. It is a very powerful pick, Ash and the Nautilus, especially taking the Nautilus away from Kaisa. We would love to see that. But I'm interested to see like how should I say? Damn it, sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, but moving on, we see the Real coming up here. Really looking forward for this match because this is this is the chance that New Moon has to get the third victory. Currently sitting at 2-2 record. If they win, they will go to 3-2. And they could potentially, depending on the results, they could potentially finish off at fourth place and close to that third place. Because here, the top three will go to playoff. Will go straight to playoff. Whether 4 through 7 will play a gauntlet. I think it's a one game best of one gauntlet series um, to determine who is going to be that fourth semifinalist for playoffs. And only the last place it will be eliminated from the league. Now we see here Gray is being the selection from LC8 at this third pick, and we're seeing here the Timo being shown, but I do not believe this Timo is going to be. Oh, lovely. We got here an update on the logo, so I'm going to be able to upload the logo for Lit Esports Club here for well, we don't have anything against nor in favor for TA, but we didn't have the Lit Club Esports logo on the media kit, but we just got it updated. Brad Proder, thank you very much for bringing on the logo. So I'm gonna be updating the logo here for the red team, or sorry, for the blue team. Ah, lovely. Looks way better now. And the Surge one was confirmed with R3. So now we see the Cassiding coming in as a band. Well, it did come in as a band for from New Moon. We see Garen band from the side of Late Astronomy. Really interesting because we don't normally see the Garen picks that often. At least I would imagine it would be like really specific players that would have the confidence of bringing that that Garen to the Rift. With that being said, I'm gonna be sending a few updates as well. But yeah, thanks Naziscast for coming. Thanks Shanghai for showing up. I know you guys are playing, gonna start playing ET Blood Moon for that last game of seeding for AML. Um, Nice to see you here, Kazuha, Ormond. Thanks for coming, and graphics as well. Thanks for hopping in. And now more bands in the top lane: the Fiora and the Ilaoi coming in from uh, Lit Astronomy first on the Fiora, and then the Ilaoi coming from New Moon. Now let me get this. LCE proud to build this roster from the ground up. So proud of the boys. Congratulations. I think it's one of the really hard things to do in amateurs, build a team from the ground up, especially if you dedicate so much time to build up the team. If you are able to do, I think the team is just it's so much stronger that way. So good luck for you guys. Hope you guys have a good season overall. Obviously, I am rooting to my boys. Yeah, I need to hype up New Moon as we see the Victor coming in and the Mundo as a fourth big here for astronomy. Interesting choices, and there is plenty of CC from New Moon, so that Mundo will be able to block that first engage, and there's okay amount of DPS, so it's not the craziest. So I could definitely see this Mundo being relatively impactful in this game. And Bpods, thanks for the follow. I did see it. I just didn't have the chance to say it out loud first. Now let me send a few updates here. Public, public, public. Let's go on and share some love across the board. Ba-ba-ba-bum. All right, so Vigar. Okay, that's an interesting choice. I think the Vigar's okay. You know, you have your scaling, you have your wave clear, you have your ways to block the Sejuani a little bit, the Nautilus coming in. Um, since you got a Graves, I don't think it's the best against Victor, because you're not necessarily gonna get that prio mid, um, unless the Victor plays extremely far forward. You won't have that Q pressure, but obviously if you get him inside your cage, you burst his flash as soon as Graves shows up in the lane. And now the Olaf coming in, uh, really interesting because there's nothing on Lit Esports Club Astronomy. Like, there's nothing that can really stop the Olaf. The cage and Rel are the only things here that they can use to that has CC abilities, and Olaf can just go through it as soon as he uses his ultimate. So he's gonna have no problem getting to that Kaisa, to that Graves, or to that Viger for that matter. Um, and I don't see like there's not a lot of there's a lot of DPS when it comes to the Kaisa, obviously. There isn't a lot of there's some burst if the Viger gets strong, but I don't see easy ways to deal with this uh, Olaf, especially if he gets ahead. If he doesn't get ahead, obviously things will be so much different. Um, but yeah, so I set my updates here on a couple discords for bringing up the link for the stream. Now, what I'm gonna do is before I forget, let me make sure that you guys can participate with some predictions. So I'm gonna put here on the stream so you guys can participate. Just give me a few minutes. So first is gonna be the the predictions for the channel points, and now it's going to be the contest for our e-store. Both will be 10 minutes long, so you guys will be able to watch a little bit of the early game before making your predictions, and so on. And this is So that's way you guys will be able to participate if you choose to, and that will be pretty nice. So both will get started. You gotta have the chance to do it. Um, Orman, thanks for the follow. I know you're gonna be playing, but thanks again. Hopefully you're gonna have a nice time with me casting. Not the greatest caster, but we'll do what we can. All right. So okay. So what we're gonna do is again I am expecting a lot. So for this game, what I'm expecting is a lot of fights coming from New Moon, a lot of proactiveness coming from you have a Nautilus, you have a Olaf, you have Sejuani. You want to play you want to play this aggressive as possible. From the side of Lit Astronomy, I don't see much aggressiveness. Maybe in the bottom lane with the rail engage. I would be expecting to see some engages, or sorry, some invades here from the Graves, making sure that Sejuani does not get her camps or just stealing so you can snowball, snowball, snowball. Um, it's hard because you don't really have. I don't imagine you have easy priority in any of these lanes. So I definitely think it's not gonna be an easy thing, but I definitely think it's not impossible, especially if you make a play with bot lane, with that Rel, with that Kai'Sa. Obviously, depending on how mid wave is, you can also get some pressure by walking in with Viger, help him push, and then get them a Victor's Flash at the same time, and then move on to an invade or something. I just think you have a good amount of opportunities in the map to do what you want. Now, before we get into the game, we're gonna be on spec delay waiting for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put us on a very short break so we can wait for it, and then you guys can have enough time to get some water, to get some popcorn. I think it's gonna be a really nice series. I'm expecting a lot from both of these teams, so I'm gonna put us on a really short break, and we'll be right back. make sure that we are okay. Oh yes, okay. So we're back live here. We see Lit Club LCA. I'm gonna go with LCA. LCA position themselves for possibly invading the bottom side. Since there is a Nautilus on the team from New Moon, they do set up two defensive wards at the entrance of the both sides of the jungle, and they're going for that reset now, as there were no evades. Now, New Moon does not know that, so they're just standing with their 5 point. Um, Now they're showing, we see them just standing out there in their 5 points, and it looks like it's going to be a relatively normal begin of game. And just a reminder for this match, we have Whis in the top lane, Ares in the jungle, Buckbeat in the mid lane, Downfall ADC, and Fallen Axe Warrior as support for New Moon. On the side of LCA, we got Orman in the top lane, a Bound in the jungle, Betty Skitties in the mid lane, a happy ending as AD carry, and B Pots as support. Now we see a fake leash coming from both sides, well, technically from Olaf, but they only show up late. And we also have a fake leash here in the bottom lane. There's a full engage with B-Pods going for that dive into downfall. He does not get the Kai'Sa's passive as we freeze, but he does take a lot of damage. Now they trade a lot of damage on B-Pods, but Folly also takes a lot of damage. On the top side, Wheeze and Orman, they go nuts on this fist fight here as the Graves start on the top side, and he is pathing straight for that Olaf after two camps. We could be seeing a first blood really soon. Wiz is pushing still here in this top lane. He is healing. He does have two more potions, and the Orman does not. Now the ghost is used by Whis. He dodges the Q from a bound. This low comes in. A bound hits another Q slow. The flash Q. Orman takes a turret shot, but it's a flash. It's a flash for flash. Two summoners down on the Olaf. His early game will be a little bad, as we also see here in the top lane. We see Orman tanked a turret shot, an extra turret shot. It was tanked. Now Olaf will go for reset. The Krugs are not stolen from Graves. He does lose some time as Sejuani is on the top side. However, the Graves is still on this top side. Now, no potions left on this top, but we see Urban being super low. Wheeze here. He's going to Abound. They take some damage about. He's going to go. It's a first blood with that Olaf. With the Thunder coming on top of Abound. Wasting so much time. He's seeing on the ACS on a jungler that wants to farm and snowball. And he is. Oh my god. He is a lot behind. Oh, now the engage from B-Pot to flash away from Downfall. A lot of damage coming into B-Pot. There's no... He gets the rooted and Downfall. They're going to win, and now they get the flash. The Ghost comes in. Downfall will be able to kite. He gets the cleans as well. One more auto, and it's not... The E usage there from a happy ending is enough to save him from a possible double kill, as Wheeze is pressuring with this blue buff. Oh my god! And now the Sejuani is invading the wolves here, as a bound is coming in for another gank after clearing their bot side. Oh, Downfall gets his stopped. A bound shows up. Oh, the Q hits and Downfall stopped his recall. He missed the hook, uses the exhaust, flashes away, but he will survive. Now it's a dive on the top lane. Orman is super low. Wheeze. The Ares comes in, and Wheeze take another beautiful dive, taking the second kill. It's a 20 CS to 11 in this top lane. 2 kills. It's a 1.3 on 0.4k gold lead really early for New Moon as the TP comes in from Ormond. So really great start here from for New Moon. A lot of time wasted by the Grave so far. He was able to capitalize a kill back into the Ash, burn some summoners in the Nautilus, which is good. But overall, gotta be careful. Now they're looking at Buckby. B-Pot's coming in, get that extra move speed, goes in, gets some CD, gets some damage, but Buckby is fine. He can just BTP if he wants to, or he can just walk back. But Now there, out. Yeah, I mean, oh, hold on. Beepot's getting caught. He goes into Downfall. Graves is nearby. Oh, Downfall kited towards the Graves, a bound, and now he's kited towards Happy Ending. Happy Ending takes a kill, and now Fallen gets hit. Ares is nearby. He's gonna go in, gets the passive onto the Graves. Graves goes down. Fallen is super low. Comes in B prots. They do get another kill. Now Ares, the passive from neither. Oh, it's a flash and ultimate. Flash ultimate by Betty's Kitties, and they are able to catch in. Now Buckby gets is stunned. Tries to take the extra ward. Has to burn his flash. Downfall comes in and it's a fist fight as LCA managed to come back in the gold by getting these extra kills and extra kills on the carries, on Viger, on the Kaisa. And although Abound is being super aggressive, he's expected to be a bit aggressive, but he is definitely behind here. Well, not he's leaving because did get that kill, but he's behind in CS, but he's at least even in gold. Tejuan does have all the camps yet to farm. Graves does not. He might have his second Grump soon as the blue buff is here. Now Downfall and Fallen are looking for a play here on the Kaisa, but they show up a little too early. Now the Sejuani is around, but she was spotted in the ward. Wiz comes in. Abound guarantees the blue buff with his might, but the Olaf now it's even here in CS with the Mundo, but his wave is pushing. He's trying to keep pressure on the top side. There is pings coming in from a bound on this top side. He uses his Q. Oh, the Q back, the knockback of the Q comes back and take the Scuttle Crab, so he's able to guarantee that. Now trade coming in from on a happy ending, good trade by Downfall. Is able to apply some damage. The Kaisa is level 6, B-Pots is level 5. They need to be careful because this Ashe will get, well, she's a little far from level 6, but the slow can still be pretty aggressive here, can be pretty annoying to deal with. Now, no mana here on the mid lane. The Viger is getting low in mana. It's a little low in HP, below 50% now. But he's still ahead in CS against that Buckbeat. But he doesn't have Flash, so this could be punishable as we see a bound coming to the bottom lane. There's a good ward here in the middle bush that he's gonna see. Oh, Fallen misses the Q, but they should be able to spot here as there pings on the top side for the Herald. About did not clear that mid wave, so that mid ward. They will be able to see people coming in, but let's see, Fallen walking in. They should be almost at 6 here. Yes, they are almost at 6. Downfall. Oh, the flash coming in. Nice dodge, but still gets stunned. And he flashes away. He flashed and ghosted. And what a patience from Abound is able to capture another assist. But he is now trading, going for that first Drake, the Inferno. But he will be a little behind in tempo, but he will still be able to catch the first objective in the bottom side. Now, this is exactly what LC wants to do to snowball their games, to snowball their bot lane, especially with the Kai'Sa. They want to be really aggressive with the Rel. Downfall did not respect the first engage. He should have traded flash for flash and not get the stun and then flash. But it's a good fist fight overall. We see both teams trying to be a proactive in this early 9 to 10 minutes of the game. Although the two kills in the top lane, the CS it's even, and just the kill difference here is the lead. Now there are pings on the top side. Mundo is 8. Ormond is pretty. He has 70, 60, 70% health, but Ares is here. The ultimate comes in. The flat. Oh, the ultimate coming in. They're still chasing. They get the flash and the ultimate, but they didn't really have to burn Sejuani's ult there. But they don't care. They're gonna go for the Herald play. They will take capture a couple plates with it. Ares does take a lot of damage from the Ormond. Wiz trying to punish with the Qs. Another pretty much almost two plates there for both of them. trying to get this Olaf ahead because Orman went for it in the back. He has a Ruby Crease and then he's sitting on a 2k gold. So, oh, Fallen, he's level 6. The stun comes into B-Pots. He gets the slow. The Ash Arrow. The knockups goes all the way back. B-Pots comes in to trade Downfall. Trading damage. He goes down as Happy Andy go with his ultimate. Now, Fallen will take a lot of damage, but the tank is so many minions, and it's a shutdown to Fallen, showing why he is the support, but he's gonna face Jack, Betty's Jack. Besky is gonna face Jack. He does have ultimate, and he goes again. Another Flash Q ultimate from this Viger, playing extremely aggressive, and New Moon is not able to punish this because it's the second time he used Flash, super aggressive to get a kill, and he there was no watch in the mid lane. Now B-Pot's coming in. The gravity shield is used. They traded a lot of damage. The stun comes into B-Pots. The gravity ultimate comes in. Now Happy Ended goes in on Buckby. Ares is getting super low. He gets bursted as Happy Ending flashes away. Buckby flashes after him, but he's not able to do anything. But this Kai'Sa has a full Kraken Slayer sitting on a 414. The gold, it's still pretty even with a slight 400 gold lead towards LCA. But again, you're looking at where the gold is. The gold is at the Viger, the gold is at the Kai'Sa. Both are sitting at 4,800, which is exactly 800 gold more than their counterparts in the lane for exactly the same one. And the only advantage New Moon really has as the jungle is even is at support, the 400 gold lead on the Nautilus, and in this top lane with a 1k gold lead on this Olaf. Um, Now we're gonna see here. Oh, Beepot's Q went in for the Hextech Flash as Fallen is taking this ward. About is around. He gets the first stun, goes in, flashes away as he's. I don't know if he was able to see the Graves as he's positioning really aggressive here. The Ash Arrow does go wide, and About will be safe. And the Sejuani is still around, but are they going to go for a 3v3 in the bottom lane? Does not look like it. Ares does have his ultimate, and they should be trying to punish these Viger. But Viger does have Everfrost to compensate. He is already at the first item. Now Victor is able to use his range to get that pressure, to get the poke coming in. Downfall and Fallen playing well here overall now in this bottom lane, getting plates, are able to execute their uh, to put their pressure. Now we see Orban here and Wee's taking some damage. He trades the Q for Qs, but pretty much even in this top lane. There were 3 plates on this Mundo. That's a lot of plates on the Mundo. So Mundo is able to come back. He's able to come back in this gold. Now here possibly having a play in the mid lane as Nautilus is around. They were seen with good defensive warding, but it looks like they are trying to set up a trap, but they are being seen. So it could be a 3v2 as we see the Kai'Sa and the Rel coming in. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's coming in as 3v3. Downfall is around now. The ultimate comes in. Fallen's getting low. He ultimate the A bound. Buckby. Oh, bound. Buckby. No, Fallen gets destroyed. Now R is super low. It's a double Q. Downfall goes down, and now it's massive win by LCA. Downfall flashed and ghosted into Badis Kitties. He got Q and got knocked out by the ultimate by the Viger. Abound did a lot of initial damage on the Nautilus, and Sejuani also took a lot of damage as she didn't even have her first item, and the Graves was sitting on the Yomu. So we see here on this fight, it was pretty much 3 items versus 1 item from Downfall. Now Wiz got first turret, he goes into Orman, he ghosted and ultimated, use his ultimate, forces Orman to flash away and ult, but that's a good early golden early lead, a further lead for this Olaf, trying to get back some gold as Alcide very slowly but surely extending their lead and extending their pressure on the map. We see here a 2K gold lead starting to build. There's a 30 CS lead in this mid lane. Possibly, I would say two. Yeah, one level. I was gonna say almost two levels, but it's one level in the mid lane. We see one level in the bottom lane, although the CS is even. There is a BF sword difference now for the Kaisa. A-Bound, which had a really low start, he was able to pick it up with the kills, accelerate his game. Now, oh, Buckby's gonna be inside the cage. He does not have flash. He uses the exhaust, but he's gonna get stunned. Oh, he's gonna get stunned with the Everfrost. He's gonna go down. It's another Q for Badis Kitties. Fallen taking so much damage from this Kaisa. Ares gets inside the cage, dodges one Q, but he gets hit with two kills. Now, LCA is playing really aggressive as they're reaching that 30k mark. Um, and the Olaf hasn't really been had any impact on the map outside the split push. Now, Fall is half health, trying to contest a bound. He's going to go for a 3v1. He gets stunned. Downfall does not have any summoners. The Ash Arrow, the cleans comes in. Double Q for a bound. He did take a couple third shots. They see the Ares is going to take damage. He managed to buy some time, gets a kill back. A-Bound is super low. The TP comes in from Buckby. He flashes and gets a massive 700 gold shutdown. Now the ultimate comes in. He's going to be able to get another one. No. Nice kill by Happy Ending. I think he missed. I think it was a couple seconds from another Q in rotation, but he was able to capitalize 1,000 gold out of these graves to accelerate that victory that it's really going to be important. But they do give up the tier 1 in the mid lane, which is really important for any objective control. And we see now we have Drake coming up in 2 minutes. We have a second arrow in 2 and 30. There's a 20-second gap between the two objectives. I don't see how New Moon can fight for this objective, being that behind, especially the Ash. Um, the Victor showed that he has some damage, but the Viger already has two items. The Kaisa already has two items. The Graves has also two items with the Collector. So it's not going to be an easy thing. And now the flash, oh, Fallen does flash. He's inside the cage. He's going to get caught again. And the kill is going to Batty Skitties with another ultimate. Wiz trying to push here on this 1v1. He's doing some damage. The ultimate comes in from Orman. He goes in. He gets this low, but he doesn't seem that he has much damage to deal with this movement. He was not able to capitalize too much on this side lane. Now Ares comes in with an ultimate into this Icebound. He's getting super low. The ultimate from Buckby gets it, but on the other side, Downfall dies, and Ares is able to survive. Potts gets the Ignite out of Buckby. He managed. Oh, his Gravity Shield is able to stop the jump the from the Rel. Herald Shot comes in, hits the turret. They are able to catch more gold into this victor. That's really important, especially on this. Oh, hold on. Ooh, almost the cage gets Ares. Now Fallen trying to get some vision, trying to stop some recalls. The Ash Arrow comes in. Oh, he hits! The knockup comes in and the shutdown, massive shutdown for Buckby. They are able to hold on until Buckby shows because it's a massive play, another big shutdown, and this Victor could have a second item now. He has 1900 gold, so he's really close for that second item. This is a good play. Now Olaf showing in the bot lane, indicating New Moon wants to fight for this Drake. Otherwise, it's going to be so point for um, LCA. Mid and top are pushing. The Victor is going to match. He does not have TP, but he definitely he's going to have TP in 20 to 30 seconds. The Olaf is in this bottom lane. There's also TP on the Mundo. Oh, Happy Andy getting caught here with the Nautilus hook. Gets the slow, tries to deal back some damage, but does not do so much. Now, the Drake is started. Ares is getting caught in the cage. The TP coming in. Downfall getting. Oh, Happy Andy goes in the back line. Trying to one shot Downfall, but he goes down. It's another shutdown for Buckby. Buckby's getting super. A lot of gold. Oh, Whis tries to go in, but he goes down immediately. Bediskidis deletes the Olaf shutdown. Now Mundo gets a shutdown. He just as he just walks into this Ash um, and Victor, the knockup comes in from Pots. The cage fallen is low, trying to do a lot of damage. Downfall. The ultimate from B Pots coming in. He and the double Q for A Bound initially looked good as Kaisa went too far in, but the flash ghost by Olaf is not good trying to kill this Graves that is super strong and is able to just avoid not take much damage from the Olaf, and that just opened up the space for Downfall and Buckby to literally be front to front against this Mundo as they don't have the damage yet to deal with the Mundo. Downfall tried to kite and he kited pretty okay on that fight until the fact that he just didn't do any damage. So the Ashe is super far behind, is not going to be able to deal with Mundo with 2.5 items. Now the Bremo Vest coming in. The Olaf was already struggling to deal with the Mundo on the side lanes. Um, so it's going to be even more difficult as Graves is around here on the top side. Now, Beepots is seen here. Ares will stop him initially. Wiz will try to buy time. He does have his ultimate. He goes in with the goals. He takes a lot of damage. He does have health here on the Kai'Sa, but it's not enough. Beepots does not have flash. The ultimate stops possible engage. But Orman is just here walking forward with his Mundo and pretty much able to do anything. Oh, Buckby, he had to flash as he was near the edge of the cage. He would be deleted by this Viger that is really strong. Going for the third item here pretty soon. Now Orman just face tracking Ares and Fallen. His passive goes away. He does not have ultimate, but there's no damage. Oh, Beepots goes in. They get a nice ultimate. Kaisa goes in the backline. Downfall goes down. It's a double Q for Mundo. And Buckby also gets solo queued by Betty Skitties that also is super low. So LCA will go for that Baron play. They will capitalize. They got tier 2 bot extra gold, so they're nearly 10k gold as they cross now with the Baron play. I don't see a way how New Moon can get back to this game. It's looking pretty rough right now. 10k gold lead, so point, Baron. It's 23 minutes in the game. There is 34, or sorry, 44 kills, 42 kills on the game. A lot of kills here in this game. Uh, and we start to see, you know, the experience difference coming in from the sideways. Orban is 2 levels ahead of Wheeze. The A-Bound is 3 levels ahead of Graves. That's what Graves wants to do overall with the pace of the game. Um, 2 levels in the mid lane. Aaron's gonna get caught here. He has to flash away. A-Bound's coming in with his might, but Aaron's getting super low. He already has his might. He already used ultimate. Mid turret goes down. Fallen drops. The TP comes in from Victor on the turret. He's probably gonna die. Yeah, he gets immediately deleted by the cage. And it's a double kill for Kaisa. Downfall getting hit. It's gets another deletion by A-Bound. This could be game. Weez is the only one alive. And there's everybody from LCA here as they're gonna be going for this game number uno. The early game looked pretty questionable. Well, I wouldn't say questionable. I would say pretty rough for LCA. They tried to punish the Olaf, but the Olaf played pretty well the early. Managed to deal to avoid the death. They forced really badly a dive there that obviously would put Olaf really far behind, but also would put the Graves behind as he was behind for a good part of the game. But he was able to come back. He was able to do a lot of damage as we're seeing here. He still dealt almost 14k damage. He still had resources, 11.8k gold. So he still came back on the game. He accelerated the map with the ganks, with the kills, which is not necessarily how you see Graves. When you think about Graves, you think about, okay, he's gonna get those level advantage because he's invading, taking camps, and it worked out as your bot lane takes the prime in the map and starts winning, right? So it was a good game overall. We see a lot of damage coming from Kaisa, a lot of damage coming from Buckby. He did get a lot of resources, but it wasn't enough to stall the game. So we're gonna go in a very short break to see if these guys are ready for game two, and we'll be right back. Okay? Oops. Oops. I am still figuring out. I did my my what's called my numpad as my stream deck, and I'm still messing up. Hello, hello. So, game one goes to Lit Astronomy, uh, Lit Club Astronomy. The guys are getting ready for game two. They are going to be. We're gonna see the um, same sides here for game two. So Lit is going for blue side. New Moon chose red side again. Let's see how things will change. But yeah, so far it was a really good game by LCA. There was a moment where New I believe the first 5 to 10 minutes was pretty good for New Moon. They were able to do a lot of things in the map. They tried to be proactive as expected with their comp. They were able to get some early advantages, but also the bot lane. It was back and forth. Like there were moments where Downfall Fallen played well in the bot lane. They took the took advantage and they won early, and then um what's called and then the bot lane, Pots and Happy End, they were able to come back. So really good, really good stuff all around, and especially the mid to late game from LCA was studly. They were able to get a lot of vision. They played with vision, and they made a lot. So congratulations to LCA. Get that game one, as uh, as we want to see here. Uh, PPS delivery service. Thank you for the follow. Um, so we got here the bends going. You got Renekton and Tarek being taken off. Silas from the side of New Moon, and the Viger, which was really impactful. A good band from the side of a New Moon. Getting some adaptations on that draft. Try to force Alcei to play something different. Now we see the Viego coming out as well, and the Kaisa, which was pretty strong, and trying to force them to do a different first pick, which is the J4, which is another strong champion that has. I think he's stronger now. Like his late game is better, especially because he can still do a lot of things on the early game. I mean, he's still pretty strong, so looking good here. I'm gonna start the predictions before I forget, so you guys can then participate. 80 HD graphics. Thanks for the follow. Um, let's get now the contest also here, since that has not changed. Easy enough. Ooh, the Poppy. I like this. I like this Poppy as a flex counter right out of the bat. Don't give them the opportunity to ban it later. It's a good champion overall, especially into J4 or anything that has mobility. So I'm excited to see what else we're gonna see here in this draft. But let's see what is gonna be the proposition from each team, what they want to do. Ooh, the Tristana. The Tristana is a curious thing. I think Tristana is a really strong champion, even right now. Even after all the nerfs she got, I think she's still a pretty decent champion, and I think she can do so much. Um, I do, I do think they need to be a bit careful with how this will be played, like where she's gonna go. I think she's good in both ADC and mid. And now we see here the Kazai Rakan, interesting choices to get that 2v2 strong 2v2, but obviously you're taking Rakan into a Poppy, so it needs to be really careful. And there it is. The trash was not banned, and it was the counter coming in from Fallen. He takes in uh, the trash, one of his signature picks. So I usually the trash is one of the picks their R band against Fallen, so really curious to see this. As we see the Shen Fiora, more targets in the top lane, three bans in the top lane. Fiora and, oh sorry, Ilaoi and the Malphite also being removed from the side of New Moon, trying to take some of that potential engage that LC wants. They wants a nice fight, team fight comp, right? Easy engage, easy way out, a lot of CC, and a lot of AoE CC slash damage too. So taking the Malphite away, we will allow that. And now the Garen was open, the Garen was taken. What's gonna be what Whis is gonna try to do? Is he gonna focus on that split push, try to snowball and split push forever? We'll have to see because usually that's how I see Garen trying to play these games because normally you know you could see Garen trying to like fight as a team, but you just don't see normally the TPs with Garens and things like that. Now the Mordekaiser, interesting here. I definitely see the potential for to do some damage here, but I wonder how. Well, I guess if you scale well, you have the opportunity to deal with it. Well, if you win early, I would say, then you have the opportunity to face off the Mordekaiser, or sorry, the Garen in the sides. But I definitely think it could be dangerous. Um, and now the Nico to finish off this group, which is again another team fight oriented champion that has really good early presence. I do like this. I do think the J4 and the Nico is a really powerful combo, especially with the Rakan coming in. So you have a lot of CC, a lot of AoE damage, and if you're not paying attention, that Nico will do a lot of damage. Um, and the Vex as a counter coming in for New Moon, which is not necessarily. I don't think it's bad. I think she has the ability to deal with full engage by the J4, especially pre 6. She has the ability to deal with the Rakan engage. Um, and she also still she should be able to do so. Like if considering we're talking about even champions, we could see a potential game where Vex could lead this game because Rakan, Xayah, Nico, they are not the most tanky champions, so there is a possibility where you can snowball out of taking those kills. You get your resets on your ultimate. So I do see the an opportunity there. Okay, so looks like the guys are ready to go into game. So, oh, excuse me. So we're gonna be able to start the in-game draft and get to game as soon as possible. But really, I I, I think I really like LCA comp here. It's an easier comp to execute. You have your clear ways to play the game. You have your combos. You know what you have to do, how you need to play. New Moon's comp is a bit more delicate, a bit more careful. It's all about those pick and snowballing. You don't have a full engage potential, but you have good pick potential. You have good disengage tools. So it will really depend how things work or how the game goes. in the early game to decide about how much the moon will be able to handle LCA's comp, how much they will be able to get advantage if they can get an advantage. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting series, and we're gonna see very different propositions here for this game. Okay. Um, so I do have one news here that I want to share with you guys. It's gonna be the first time that we're gonna be sharing these news, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to when I will share this again. So so first thing is, hold on a second. Shoot, that's not what I want. Hold on a second. I thought I thought okay. So I don't know if you guys are aware. I don't know if you guys noticed in the title of the link. So I put a couple commands here on the title. So first of all, if you guys want to participate and join with our on our Discord, exclamation mark uh, Discord, so you guys can join our Discord server, engage with us, help us grow our community, help us grow our server, and do better things. Um, Second is, if you guys want to follow us on YouTube or Twitter, obviously you can get our links with the exclamation YouTube, exclamation Twitter. Again, follow us. We are always uploading content in YouTube. We are creating content for two leagues, as well as we update all the streams to there. Um, we are engaging in Twitter as well with social media. Um, and there's two other things that I don't want to share with you guys. One is the ET store. So exclamation mark ET store. You're gonna get the link for our store for our merch. So this is our website where we have all the official ET merch. So you can check it out, see if you like, and retrieve anything that you enjoy that we have. We will have more stuff later on. Um, and also with the ET store, if you use, and this is, I don't know how long we're gonna keep it, but if you use the ETE code, if I put here, I'm gonna put on the chat. If you use the ETE code, you will get access to discount on your purchases there. So basically, how it works is, if you guys do spend what's called it's 50 dollars in our store, you will get a 20% discount on your next item. If I am, oh sorry, 25% on, I believe it's on your next item. It's not clear how this thing works. So I believe it's on your next one, but if it's on overall price as well, it's also good. So there is that discount is going on. You also will be able to use free shipping. Um, there's also free shipping available in the store. The free shipping is available for also purchases that are above 50 bucks. So if you do spend 50 bucks, you get free shipping and a 25% discount on your next item or overall. That's the only thing. Um, and there's also another program that I just want to share because I think is really cool. Most of our audience, right, most of the people in the community are students, right? So since I am not a student, I can't take advantage of. But since you are a student, you can take advantage of. It's the there's a third command on the title, exclamation mark ET Student Prime. Basically, taking that link will get you into an Amazon link where if you're a student, you will get um, 6 months free subscription for Prime, and then after that, you're gonna get 50% off on your Amazon Prime subscription. So for students, I think it's gonna be really good if you're a student. I think there's a lot of useful stuff for from Prime. So I just want to shout out for that opportunity as well. So with that being said, we are going to a short break as we wait for spec delay to be over, and then we can get into game two. So we'll be right back, and you guys can get some water. All right, we are back in the game. New Moon was trying to go for the invade. I do believe they do get spotted. They do jump just like a war trying to find a pick in the mid lane there, but they fall back. Um, so there is TP advantage on the side of what's called LCE or sorry LCA. They do have a TP on the Mordekaiser, and we have an Ignite on the Garen. He's definitely going for that possible split push and abusing the lane. See if he can get an advantage and extend it. Bot lane is get a tri-bush uh, ward there for the side of LCA. Fallen and now for looking at the happy ending. Oh, the hook hits! The hook hits. The bomb does not get the reset. Now Rakan goes in. Happy End is really, really low, trading a lot of HP. He's super low. Fallen does not have Ignite, but Happy Ending going a super heavy trade. The hook lands from Fallen. Beepot's taking some damage. Will take extra damage from the. Oh, he misses. He goes in, but he misses the auto there. Downfall, and there's pretty much complete control here from Downfall and Fallen in this bot lane, this 2v2. They do a lot of damage early. Um, Zaya is super low with a really bad trade. Wasn't able to reset. Well, he can reset the jump, but take the full stack of that bomb to do that extra damage. Now J4 started the top side. He's going to the bot, so they need to be really careful as there could be a gank pretty soon. Poppy also started on the top side, but still not yet as. Oh, Duffo goes in! He gets hooked! Oh, the extra third shot, the ignite, the heal, and the first blood! The first blood comes in for a downfall on a really crazy play. He jumped in. He jumped with the bomb, dealt a lot of damage. I didn't see if he had another auto attack, but maybe the minions were able to get the kill. They trade. Oh, Fallen's gonna go in for a possible die, but J4 is here. The ignite. Oh, the shielding from the. Oh, B-Pots goes down. A-Bound has no flash. The jump resets. Fallen may. Oh, he flays the J4, flashes away, bind time because the minion wave is taking a lot of damage. But Happy Ending will receive that kill. Oh no, he doesn't. The kill ends up going to A-Bound. He is going in. This Iris is around. The flag goes in. Iris gets a kill. It's a really good start for New Moon here. The bottom lane goes super deep, getting 2 kills, one for each. Wiz going in hard on Ormond, but taking a lot of damage. The passive's doing so much for the Mordekaiser. The shield usage was pretty good as well. Now Doubtful decided to stay. Ares is around. There's a big wave here. Oh, nice W to stop B-Pots. Happy Ending is here, but Fallen is arrived. Oh, the hook lens! The Flay comes in. Ares gonna be able to get here. Downfall comes in. There's a fully stacked damage. He gets a kill on Downfall. Oh, the E! B-Pots managed to get the W in, but he's gonna pay the price. He goes down, but he pays the price. Ares, Betty's Kitties gets the usage, the WN. Nice flash and nice hook again by Fallen. Buckby gets a kill. And New Moon gets 6 kills in 4 minutes of game. Wiz looking to go in, but he doesn't. His move speed stops right before he engages Orband. And wow, that's a good 2K gold lead. Super, super early. Uh, the Tristana is sitting on the 8, almost 8 CS lead. Gets Noon Quiver way before. Now A-Bound around. A-Bound does get the Herald, or sorry, not the Herald, the Scuttle Crab. Now it's a 2v2 in the mid jungle here, in the bot and jungle. B-Bots take a lot of damage. The W set does not get, but looks like Poppy falls back. Whis he needs to be careful. He's not 6 yet, as J4 will be spotted on his own vision. But Fallen with really good hooks, setting up really beautiful for his team. Now the Feather Spool does not root or does much damage on Downfall, as New Moon is starting pretty strong. Now the hook goes a little wide, but they are able to, the wave won't crash. Now Orman is 6. It is full life 6. He's 40% health on Wiz. He needs to be really careful, as he's already 12 CS below. He does not have speed, and he will need to be a bit more careful. Now Tribush being warded by Fallen in case J4 wants to show up. Happy Ending goes in for a W trade with that extra attack speed, but Downfall will survive, will not take so much damage. Now Wiz just trying to abuse of Garen's passive for healing, because he doesn't really need pots as long as he's not in combat. Now he goes in, gets a not a necessarily good trade, but the ultimate from Orman comes in. He is really low. He's gonna be able to dodge. I don't know. He gets the silence, but he goes down inside the death realm. He is pretty far behind now, I would say. He finishes. Oh, we're gonna have a 3v3 here. Fallen is nearby. He's probably gonna use the lantern. Comes in. The lantern comes in. Poppy is around. He uses W. Oh, he uses a little too late for the move speed. Now the double knockup from Rakan. Nice stun and nice flame and hook by Fallen, but Fallen is gonna drop to Happy Ending. The flake goes wide. He will be able. He's gonna go down. It's a shutdown. Now Buckbee's around. He uses the ultimate. He gets a 2 fear. And the reset comes in. Happy Ending gets a nice, amazing double kill. Flash ultimate. It's a double kill as well for Tristana. Really well played there. Shutdown for the um Nico for Baddies Skeeties with a flash ultimate. So it's a it's a 3-4-3 there with a 2 double kills to go into the 80 carries. Massive damage coming from Happy Ending, even with a pretty bad early game. Buckby is shoving here the bottom lane, the wave, as Downfall is coming, and Downfall has a Kraken Slayer already. Needs Downfall. He is spotted here by the ward. We see Rakan and Zaya in the mid lane. Buckby does not have to be, so I think Zaya will be able to cash in a couple plate, or at least a plate with that big CS. Oh, the hook lands from Fallen. He used the lantern, gets the flay, gets some damage. Nice root by Bediskis. He's low and there's no bomb on Tristana. We see Rakan and Zai coming over. The jump in to go for a dive Downfall. He does get the kill. He gets one turret shot. He's level 5. Happy Ending is level 6. This could be a double kill. Nice double knock up by Bebops. Flash over the turret. Double flash. Exite is a double kill. Now, the Iris is in a could be here on a really bad spot. W come in from B pots. Ares W comes in a bit too late. He traded as well, but it's a double Q for the Zaya, getting that extra damage. Now A-Bound goes deep in the flash. Oh, he gets one-shotted by Buckby. He goes in with the knockup and Cataclysm, trying to keep Buckby inside turret range, but he does not. And Buckby is super strong. Now Air's coming in. He goes in, gets some massive damage. Nice knock up. The jump from to stun. Downfall gets a kill. He jumps backwards. He jumped in, gets the kill with the ultimate, jumps backward, and what a display here. Getting really aggressive at 9 minutes. We got 9 minutes and a half. We got 20 kills. 1.1k pretty much goal difference as New Moon is rotating for this first Drake at 10. Now, the first Drake is completed. Weez just getting in his turret, his CS under turret, not carrying much. What happens there? Orman keeping the pressure as he's going for Rylai's for first item. We see now Desire with Kraken Slayer completed. Uh, Buckby, he's gonna have Luden soon. Well, maybe not too soon, but because he already has boots and both components for Ludens. And we see here Nico going also Ludens, but she's a little far because she does not have the boots. She does have 1,000 gold. She can go Ludens first, but not have the boots. Now, J4 is trying to keep it up with the tempo coming from Poppy. He is a little ahead in CS. Um, we do have pretty much same CS as Downfall is going to probably catch that wave as Fallen is holding the wave. Um, but Downfall still have a good, decent number of kills that will that's pretty good. Now, Orman is level 9 against Wizards also just got 9. Abal comes in. He comes with the Cataclysm. But this was a minion. He's gonna get a nice. Oh, he gets a nice shutdown with the minion play and the ultimate. Orman's getting super low. He uses Death Realm. Wheeze flashes away from the. The first kill comes in. The ultimate. Oh! Orman gets a nice solo kill. Almost. Wheeze gets it with the ignite and flash and ultimate. Really close to get the win. Happy ending here. Now Speedpot's gonna be seen here. He misses the flay, but Rakan misses his knockup as well. And Downfall just dodges and jumps away. Now we see here the ball lane from LC playing really aggressively. Fallen always using that lane to get vision in the bush, trying to spot where this J4 is. Two two plates for the Mordecai. He's gonna be full the first item pretty soon. As Wiz is still going for his stride breaker. Now Ares is gonna be seen here clearing this ward, but now we're starting to see the bot lane from LCA applying some pressure in the lane, getting the CS difference. We're starting to see a nice 10 to 15 CS difference. Now Bucky putting a lot of pressure here on this Nico as well, although they're even in CS right now. Now Wiz going into A bound. He clean. Okay, so he get. Oh, okay. So we are back. A bound is still surviving. Wiz did not have ultimate. The slow comes in, and A bound will guarantee not only the Herald, he will also survive. As we spotted him. Now the hook goes wide. The root comes in. Happy ending, getting the extra buff. The bots goes. Oh, he misses. He misses the ultimate. He misses the W as well. Downfall just jumps away as we see ultimates from both teams. Even oh, now Nico's gonna get spotted here. A lot of damage coming in for Buckby. Buckby uses his ultimate. He gets the miss kill, but Baddest Kid still gets the kill with a lot of damage coming from that Ludens and the Source Penetration Brutes. As Buckby hadn't backed yet, he tried to go for the trade after Nico backed, so Nico had the item advantage, gets a good solo kill, to put pressure on this mid lane now. Fallen taking a lot of damage. Happy ending with the buff speed. They're gonna use Herald bot side. They will get extra blades. Possibly could get Dove here. Weez is getting super low. He takes so much damage. Bot lane does give up this next wave to survive, but that means LCA will catch not only 5 plates bot, they will catch the full turret here. Yes, they're gonna get the extra gold into the hands of Zaya. Zaya is going for a 2,000 gold back. Gonna be is ahead in gold, a little ahead, like 100 gold ahead of the Tristana, and it doesn't look like ET bot lane knows that. They play like they feel like they're really far behind, like at least 5 to 600 gold, but they're pretty even in terms of the gold right now. So let's see how things will play here as LC is going to nearly 3k gold lead. It's pretty much 2.5 uh, right now. There's a second. Oh, A-Bound's gonna get spotted here. The hook hits. He goes in. The Flayed. The Lantern comes as well. But he's on a bad spot. He does use his flash as nobody went in. Now Wiz getting spotted here. He's gonna go to the Death Realm again. He's going to go down. And another solo for Ormond. Now, oh, Flash ultimate 3 knock up. Nice. Stopped there. Nico goes down. It's a shutdown 4 downfall. He's super low. A lot of damage coming from a happy ending. Double Q for the Tristana. But it's a triple Q for the Zaya. Doing a lot of damage with that AoE. Nice setup by Nico. Nice setup by J4. Um, Buckbeat did not use his ultimate, did not flash. Ares did flash, but was not enough to stop that full engage. He was able to stop the uh, knock up coming from J4, but nothing more. And not only they're going, LC is going to get their first Drake, Ocean Drake. They're gonna get top and mid turrets, so they gonna get that boost of gold. Fallen here looking for happy ending. He gets the exhaust, misses the hook, gets the play. Ultimate comes in for happy ending. He flashes away. Ares goes in too deep. Now rooted, Fallen gets rooted. Downfall goes away. He gets pulled. He uses his ultimate, but he's good as dead with Ormond's TP. Nothing he can do there. And although he's dealing a lot of damage, the hook hits Zaya. Flash in, shutdown goes to the trash. Fallen super low. The knockup comes in. Wiz misses the ultimate, but Ormond gets hooked, and the shutdown for Buckby. Buckby has ultimate. He uses his ultimate, gets the reset. He misses the reset on pots. He does a lot of damage here on pots. He gets the healing. The Q misses. They get some extra shutdown, but Biddy Skitties is getting that tier 2 bot. He will be able to secure his tier 2 bot, and that extra 600 gold will be huge for LCA. Now, this Zaya has 2 items, is pretty huge. Potts is trying to keep the wave here, but he's taking a lot of damage. He could be one-shotted if Buckby does get his... oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, now, Downfall is going to get destroyed here by the Nico, and happy ending also on a solo queue in the mid lane. The stopwatch is using the bottom lane as Downfall went deep for that 1v1, but the Nico does have a lot of burst damage when he gets all her kit on ultimate EQs. That does a lot of damage. And New Moon is not respecting, they're not checking for the items. The Obviously, it does help if you do land your abilities. Buckbeat did spend an extra 2 minutes to kill the Rakan. There was definitely being cheeky in that mid lane, trying to hold the wave and try to survive with 25% HP. Now, how is New Moon's going to deal with this Mordekaiser that is going Jackshow's second item? None of them have QSS to leave to get away from Death Realm. Now Wee's gonna get hit again. There is Death Realm coming in. Wee's getting super low, and he's going to be solo queued again as Rakana was around. Now the second is gonna be really careful. They need to be really careful for the second Herald here, Ares, he's gonna get pinched by B pots. He gets the extra shield. Nice dodge here by Happy Andy with the ultimate and beautiful solo Q using the ultimate beautifully from Zaya, doing a lot of damage on this Poppy that only has Divine Sunder. As B-Pots here uses Shirelli looking for an engage, he goes in, gets topped by the passive from Buckby, taking some damage back, but there's a big Mordekaiser around the corner, there's a big Zaya around, and there's a lot of follow-up from the J4. So they need to be really careful. And again, it looked like a really good early game for New Moon, and it looks like they did get lost with some of the plays, and they didn't respect some moments, and they traded super heavily kills back and forth, and now they're not able to deal with the Zaya. Although Tristana is also pretty strong, sitting at 87,000 gold, she's still 3 2k gold behind the Zaya. She's just not being able to do the necessary damage to be the carry the team needs. Uh, Beatty's Kitties, we see him trying to set up a trap here in this jungle, trying to find someone moving in the wrong direction, not paying attention, trying to get vision. Now this could be Ares or Buckby. Who's gonna be Ares gonna be spotted first? He's already on the ward, but Mediskitis is waiting patiently. We see pings on top of Ares. The E misses from Nico. Driver goes in. The W stops him from getting any further. But Buckby is in a bad situation. He uses his ultimate, gets the two-man lockup. The ultimate comes in, but it's a lot of damage. Now he goes down for A-bound. Downfall jumps in. He flashes out. He does not get the reset. The damage A-bound comes in again. Downfall is super low. Happy Andy, nice ultimate by Ares, keeping the J4 away, but Happy Andy is just walking. He flashes away. He's gonna get the kill into this trash, and New Moon just falls back as quickly as they can. Wiz is getting a lot of pressure on the side lanes. Downfall, oh, B pops with the flash W, trying to stop the last second backs, but it's not able to. And although Buckby is doing a lot of damage, the stopwatch is countering a lot of what he wants to do. Now Harrod's using mid lane. They get tier 2 mid. Won't be able to get a second charge, but they get the second, level the second level of turrets. Buckby now moving to face his Mordekaiser. The fear comes in. Some damage flash. Buckby traded flash to not get the pull, but he got the ultimate. So it's gonna be a 4v1 soon. Downfall is takes a big chunk. He jumps in, and well, I thought it was a shutdown, but the kill goes to Buckby, as we see Zaya diving, not even diving, but just killing Fallen super easily under turret in the mid lane. Now Ares here is gonna be seen by B pots. He's gonna get some of his camps stolen. We see him going for a magic damage with no mental. I wonder what that is. B pots now the face check into Ares. Ares will fall back as Nico is around. He is on the vision. There's so much blue vision here on this top side. Downfall here uses Seaward to spot some, but on the side of New Moon, there isn't many people with or well, it looks like he has Oracle lenses, but it's on the cooldown. So they're not able to clear. They're not clearing the vision effectively, as we see the Baron being taken here by LCA. Wiz comes in. They go all the way into the Rakan, but the Baron is finished. The hook lands into Orman. He takes little damage. Now Orman is just sent away, but New Moon does not decide to fight, and it's just like one Baron away now. It looks like Ares and Wiz are looking for a happy ending play here. Oh, Ares goes into deep into Desire. The ultimate comes in. A lot of damage. Oh, nice flash and ultimate. Gets two men stun. Orman on the death realm takes Buckby. Just destroying Buckby. Buckby goes down. The massive shield. Cataclysm stops two. Garen inside. Now it's gonna be a two-man knockup for the Nico ult. Ares goes inside. A-Bound dies on the J4. Now Orman with the rallies just kills the Garen. Happy End is still coming in, even being super low. Downfall takes a lot of damage. He used the ultimate, but they're trying to clear the wave. Ares got hit there. He gets the lantern out, but New Moon is super low, trying to clear these waves, but there's nothing they really can do. They need to go back, give up this inhibitor, and see if they can catch back. I'll say, you know, trying to retreat after they take this inhibitor because they don't have a great wave clear. They don't have a lot of range either. So keeping low, being so low there, if you all die, there is a chance where they could try to end, but there's also a chance where they're just gonna take more of your base. Um, Now Buckby goes in, he hits the ultimate. The Zonus comes in, the ease goes up too early. The knockup comes in, the Q, it's a shutdown for Buckby. Buckby managed to get a shutdown, but now Fallen and Downfall is in a bad situation. A-Bound comes in, the Cataclysms come, but the exhaust, but Downfall goes down. He did not manage to reset. The pool comes, Happy End gets a kill on Trash. Ares is going to get spotted here trying to clear this wave. Now A-Bound is around. He goes in, but it's too late. Ares is out. So it's being at 1 for 2 at the end of the day. Uh, the LCA going for the end as Orman is pushing mid. Buckby is around. He does not have ultimate. He has a stopwatch. Wiz is around with Force of Nature. The pool doesn't not land. The wave is clear. The TP coming in from Buckby. Oh, Iris goes in a little too early. Happy Ending takes a lot of damage, but it's a double root by the Nico. Iris flashes away. Stopwatch is used by Buckby. Skitty, the Nico is low. Happy Ending is low. Fallen is alive, and Downfall is also alive. So I'll say we need to fall back, and they will not be able to push for the end on game one right now. They're positioning themselves for a possible Drake play here is going to be so point uh, for LCA, but they're setting up a trap. Beepots is looking. The hook goes wide. The flash ultimate by Skid is again getting two men. We's managed to one shot with the ultimate. Downfall gets charmed. He gets charmed. It's a double kill. The ultimate from Nico hits, and Happy Ending gets destroyed. A-Bound flashes away, gets a double knockup, but he gets the fear, the flay, healing flash from Buckby, and they go down. It ends up being a 4 for 3 with Buckby getting to the back line, is able to win that fight and stall the game a bit more, but they will probably pay for these top tier 3 or because Mordecai can literally just dive Buckby and there's nothing he can really do. But he does give up. He does leave Fallen to deal with the super minions as the Nexus turrets are taking extra damage. Tier 3 top bot is also taking extra damage with no one looking at it. Now Orman is falling back, but we see now some differences. They are able to get in that fight without the Mordekaiser, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to do if Mordekaiser is around because he would just negate as we don't have anyone with QSS either from the side of a New Moon. We do have here New Moon starting the Drake as soon as possible. Downfall is here. Downfall has 3 items. Buckby has 3 items with stopwatch. There's a TP coming in from Mordekaiser. Also TP coming in for Buckby. Beepots gets a double charm. Goes in A-Bound. Downfall goes down. Weez is super low. Buckby comes in, but he uses stopwatch. Double Q for the J4. Buckby is inside the death realm. Ares, he goes down. The shutdown. Buckby gets a shutdown on Happy Ending, but it's a double Q for Nico as they're pinging for the end of the game. J4 guarantees the Drake, but the team just pretty much win the fight, and Downfall died super early, was not able to do much damage in that fight, and LCA is going to guarantee the series. Is going to be a clean 2-0 at 28 minutes. A banger of a city, 64 kills at 28 minutes. A lot of back and forth. Now, a sixth and ninth kill as Downfall jumps in, tried to get the Nico, but it is a really good game by LCA. So they play pretty well as a team. They play around vision, they play around the objectives. They played really well the 2v2s. They did trade a lot. Their early game looked really bad again initially, but their mid to late game was really, really strong, especially with Azai really confident after taking that first set of kills on Azai. After the first items, they were playing really aggressively, denying the minions, and the damage here does not lie. We saw a lot of damage coming in from the Zaya 34,000, Nico as well 23. Buckby was able to put a lot of damage out of this game, was able to have a good performance overall in this game too. Um, and with that, we are going to end tonight's stream as LCA gets the win. We're going to premiate here whoever participated by giving those stream points, right? Make sure we pick LC as the winner. So LC takes the dub. Let me update here. 2-0. They are sitting in the number one in the league for in ZGG at 5-0. Sorry, wrong scene, wrong scene. With an awesome record of 5-0 and 10-1 game score. Now, depending on the results of the matches for today, New Moon might end up in a sixth place, um, as that's the lowest that they can get, or they just will keep at fifth. So, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna end for tonight, but there is more action for you guys. I do believe Zero Gravity Gaming are transmitting the match is Bromzodia versus Imperial Gaming. I can't. I think they're in the mid of game one because when I checked earlier, it was in the still game one. So I'm gonna send you guys to watch. I will send you guys to ZGG if you guys want to watch more League of Legends. So again, much appreciated you guys here for tonight. Much love to everyone from LCA who came in, supported with a follow, chatted. HD Graphics, GG's man, really good game from LCA. It's a 30 minute. Oh no, so it's a 30 minutes of game. It looks like yeah. So I'm gonna send you guys there, and you guys can have fun there. Um, Whoever wants to come up tomorrow, we're gonna be back tomorrow with more League of Legends. It's gonna be. I need to check who we're gonna play, who we're gonna transmit here in the stream, but we're gonna have AGL Week 9. It's gonna be really good play, good games to watch. So stay tuned. We'll come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that being said, have a good night, guys. Enjoy the weekend. If I don't catch you, this tomorrow.